This Brian Kennedy, I hope he's coming to the show later. He said he's going to try. He was not supposed to be here tonight because he was supposed to be hither, but now he didn't go hither, he stayed. So you really got a treat because he's a sweet and very bright guy. Okay, Act 1. The idea of what we're going to do now really happened at our mini reunion in October. Mike was here, and we were doing the hood, and they were showing us around, and somehow Leslie Wellman, who some of you hopefully met, she's a great lady, said, here's a thing where they got two artists together and they were talking to each other and they did it, and I don't know who it was, it's immaterial, said, well, what if instead of just two-dimensional artists, we took, you know, a musician and an artist, and they had a conversation. Wow. So Leslie went, wow. And Mike went, wow. You know, so here we are, wow. So then the question was, who do we get an artist? So the first thing we tried to do, nothing personal, Roger, is we looked within our class. That's why Roger's here. We looked within the class and we didn't succeed. That's right, but he's from New Hampshire. No, that's good, he's from New Hampshire. And actually, boy, how do I say Bente's last name? Torgerson, he's a very Swedish name. Swedish? Yeah. Norwegian, well. Bente is the executive director of the AVA, which is the Alliance for Visual Arts in the Upper Valley. Happened to know Roger Goldenberg. And Roger lives in Portsmouth, there and abouts, near the water. And she said, gee, he may be an interesting guy. And I spoke to Roger and he said, I am inspired by jazz. Whoa. In fact, he says, I create visual jazz, a natural. Get Roger to call Mike, they get on the phone, and they met tonight. This is truly spontaneous art at its best, and that's my introduction, and I'll let Mike take it from here.
Thanks, Doug, and thank you guys. Roger and I are going to do something that was suggested by an article that I had read about the character of Japanese brush painting being constrained by time and by color and by choice of brush and by choice of material, and the idea that you couldn't go over a line and that like the representation would be done spontaneously and rapidly, and it sounded so much like my improvising process that when the idea came up to do this, my first thought was Japanese brush painting. And Roger and I had talked about this, and Roger will be working in black and white tonight, evoking some of that spirit, but obviously with his own techniques and his own artistic agenda, totally unlimited. We will do what we can to provoke each other and speak with each other, and just like jazz. And we shall begin. Thank you.